Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another set of the World Series. We have RaginG here from Syria. He's playing as the normal GLA, and he will be facing TumStep from Ukraine, the Toxin general, in the very nice toxic-looking purple. They're gonna fight it off, a nice GLA mirror, right, of sorts. I mean, okay, he's Toxin, but it's still GLA mirror. And let's see what the players are gonna do. Of course, we're gonna see lots of technicals flying into the match in a second, but this is the calm, the quiet before the storm, where everybody's building up. In fact, we see 2 supplies going up here for RaginG, so he definitely wants to get that eco going. At the same time, he's got a very aggressive worker going forward. Might be a little optimistic, and I'm pretty sure TumStep would have spotted it, because he's building a tunnel right here. And Terrace moving forward from TumStep. He's already feeling something. Let's see. Fake barracks going up to protect the workers, keep them nice and safe and boxed in there. Arms dealer in the back here from Mr. TumStep. Let's see. Tunnel does get denied here. Scaffold still alive. Doesn't get cancelled here by RaginG. He should, because otherwise he's going to lose 800 bucks. There we go. He cancels it. A potential boxing in here with a fake barracks. I'm not entirely sure if this is closing off everything completely. But this side can still get crushed here. So it's good. It's just still not exactly 100% great. And I'm sure a technical can sneak in through here. So not the best box from RaginG. Let's see if he gets punished for that later on. RaginG, the blue player, now sending in a terror tech as well. Very nice. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, wow. Look at that forest fire by TumStep. Intercepting the terror tech. And the only thing lost is a fake barracks. That thing costs, what, 125 bucks? That is a massive blow here for RaginG. Because when you invest in a terror tech, you need that thing to hit. You need it to deal some damage. Because a terror tech early on in the match is a hefty investment. If it fails to do anything, that gets very painful very quickly. Defensive tunnel here being established by RaginG, but gets denied here. We got the Toxin Rebel. Very nice that he's got that. Mr. TumStep playing very well. Would be nice if he has a worker in the technical here, so he could build a forward tunnel right away. But this is a bit of a problem here for Shay. It's going to be painful if the enemy's so close to him. At the same time, we have another technical coming up north here. And also a very nice aggressive tunnel here from RaginG. Gets some crushes, not too much. I'm sure TumStep's going to deal with this now. Not entirely sure if that technical was the right move, because it kind of drew attention to this side of the map. Otherwise, this tunnel may have gone up. But we'll have to see what's going to happen here. Scorpion is out. No Scorp rocket yet. But still, this tunnel, TumStep wants to get rid of it. Another technical coming out here. Tox RPG. Gonna clean up these technicals. This worker's still building though, so there is still a threat. But the Toxin shells of the Scorpion that comes with Toxin General clears up the mess, denies the worker, and tunnel gets destroyed. Let's see what's going on in the tunnel down south here. Because TumStep has his own scary tunnel. Now going for the oil capture. Oh man, that's pretty sweet. Scorp rocket comes through for TumStep. So he's starting to become a little more dangerous in this match. He's got good Toxin tunnels, he's got good map presence, and he's cleared the threat that is RaginG from his side of the map. There's still one sort of aggressive tunnel here. Oil capture's now coming through as well, and TumStep increasing the heat here. He's got a super tech as well. And that was a very late tunnel here from RaginG. I think he was very much focused on what was happening in the north side of the map, but he forgot to get defenses here. Bit of a mistake. And TumStep definitely capitalizing on it. Look at all these RPGs, man. Look how many he's got. Wow. Instant kill. Super Tech takes some damage. Stays alive, though. Nice try with the terrorist, but Super Tech still staying alive. And this is the main base here of Shay. Not looking too good for him. He's got his own double scrap tech. Wastes it. Absolutely wastes it. Very unfortunate. Off to a rough start here, and RaginG surrenders. Very well played there by TumStep. A very fast, very good victory. And TumStep just kind of did it steady, you know, he didn't go over the top. He just kind of intercepted anything coming in and basically let Shay hurt himself by having a lot of attacks that didn't quite work out. But well played there by TumStep. Let's hop into the next match. Okay, here we are now in the reverse. So we have TumStep here as the normal GLA, and he will be facing RaginG, who now is the Toxin General. So let's see how that's going to work out. You know, it'll be interesting to see what these players are going to do. Got an immediate supply going up. Do we get the lovely boxing in like what we saw from TumStep? 2 fake barracks. It's nice and cheap. Do we see RaginG doing what he did before and getting 2 supplies here? I mean, there's a level of risk involved with that. Especially because it's a lot of investment getting supplies up. In fact, we do see a similar strat here from TumStep. Sending the workers up and boxing in very nicely. Let's see if RaginG is doing the same. He is. He's got an arms dealer here, actually. So he wants his arms dealer to be a little closer to everything. In the previous match, we saw TumStep putting his arms dealer in the back here. This is a potential threat, though, because if this gets terror attacked, oh man. That is always very painful. Let's see if we see a terror attack in progress of TumStep. Doesn't seem to be the case, actually. I'm not seeing like 5 terrorists standing there having a chat, waiting for a technical to show up. Do see aggressive worker in the corner there. And very similar to the previous match, we see the normal GLA player being a bit more aggressive. Fast defensive tunnel up already from TumStep. There is walking straight into the base there of RaginG. It's probably not going to be able to do too much. The right side here, we see a technical of RaginG, but he's not gunning down the worker. Oh man, I hope he's paying attention there. He does kill it now. Okay, okay. He salvaged the situation. He saved it. Not bad. Technical v technical. And oh, here we go. That looks like it was a terrorist denying the technical there of RaginG. Worker going along the edge here, so RaginG is planning to be aggressive again. Let's see how he's gonna do that. Technical is trying to survive here. TumStep is microing. He's vet 2, so he will auto-heal. But RaginG is on it. Scrap the Knight comes in as well. Very fast play from these guys. So far, the base is looking nice and steady and safe here for RaginG. He's going for the oil capture as well. It's going to be a nice income. In the meantime, on the bottom side of the map, we don't see a capture building upgrade for TumStep yet, but he has placed a rebel right there next to the oil. The thing is, there's more pressure in this match for TumStep because he is basically collecting at double the rate. Which means that the supplies over on Shay's base, on RaginG's base, they will last a little longer because he's mining them slower. So if RaginG can stay in this game and equalize with TumStep when it comes to forces, RaginG will have a bit of an advantage later on in the match. Let's see, technical is just doing some aggression, some harassment. Workers going into the tunnel, very good reaction there from RaginG. This technical is just trying to be annoying. There's nothing inside it. Could use the barracks and explode it to kill the technical off. Oil capture coming through here for RaginG. Most importantly, we see an aggressive tunnel down below. Also, very nice that he's done this, because if he starts to mine this money, it's actually money that belongs to TumStep. And TumStep is now sending a worker who's going to be pleasantly surprised to see that there's a Toxin tunnel there. So, let's see. At the same time, RaginG is like, let me cover my corner base there, just to be on the safe side. Worker in position. I'm sure RaginG is waiting to get enough cash and throw down a nice supply. Army's immediately coming in from TumStep, though. Some nice RPGs coming in as well. No score rocket. RaginG, on the other hand, does have it. And he can, of course, gun down those RPGs a little easier. Getting a second tunnel here. He wants to secure this. It's a very good idea. It's a very good move. TumStep, slowly but surely, is going to be put in a difficult situation because these piles are running out, man. They're running dry. And once they're gone, it's basically that RaginG will have an extra supply. And if in the meantime he can hold this as well, he'll be so economically ahead. Now also going for that oil derrick, that crucial oil derrick. We see a palace going up here. What is TumStep planning? Why does he want to get the palace? Could it be battle buses? Could it be scud launchers? Let's see. Palace is constructed. RaginG very happily fortifying this section. And now stealing the supplies here. That should go to TumStep. Attempt of a terror attack. And fails. Oh, this oil stays alive here for RaginG. Artillery platform being fired at. It's gonna get taken out. And slowly but surely, TumStep is just being pushed further into the corner that is his base. Can't really do that much. We see some demo traps. That's nice. He's not demo general, so these are a little more pricey. They're 400 bucks, but oh man, oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corpse go down. That is a very, very nice demo trap. Oh my god. Basically, this forces the retreat. What is RaginG doing? Why is he engaging? Rocket buggies on the scene as well from TumStep. But RaginG should retreat at this point. He should keep these guys alive. Why waste them? These are low health units. He is actually engaging here. Actually, never mind. Does manage to take out the supply. Look at that. Well done here. Battle bus now on the scene and takes out a Scorp very quickly. Takes out a second Scorp and goes back to base. Very well played there by TumStep. Good micro, but yes, he did lose that supply. And in the meantime, we see RaginG over here very happily collecting. The cash per minute difference is really starting to show now, where RaginG's got double the income of TumStep. TumStep, this now is basically the same as a single supply. Jarman Kel kicking ass. So even though we see that there's more XP from TumStep here, he's taken out some higher value targets, like scorpions and things like that. He's still basically behind here. He has to be careful. It's money that's going to be the death of him. Look at this. RaginG on 12k per minute. Versus 4.6k per minute for TumStep. That is going to hurt. We need to see something here from TumStep. He needs to either take out Shay's income or find a way to generate new income of his own. Maybe he could go markets, but that's going to be so risky to do. Battle bus gets taken down to the hole. Only one Scorp goes down. Very well played there by RaginG. Continues going along the edge. Finds the black market here of TumStep. Rocket buggy's kicking in. There's a Jarman on the scene as well. We'll be able to help out. And this supply is almost run dry here. Which is the only real income for Mr. TumStep. He hasn't re-established this. He also can't re-establish it. This is starting to look like a game for RaginG. It's going to bring the score up to 1-1 already. Look how well dug in. This is not going to be taken over by anyone. Rocket buggies doing what they can, trying to take out single targets here and there. But what can TumStep do? Last cash pile. 300 bucks left. And that's it. That is literally it. He's going to have no income from this point onwards. He needs to do something. He's trying to go for this corner anyway. Might be better, yeah, because once he clears this up, he can sort of defend it a little easier as well. But this is going to be so difficult for TumStep because he's basically on no money. When RaginG, who is a very good player, has got 12k per minute coming in. So even if we see amazing micro coming out of TumStep, it won't make a difference. Because RaginG can just replace the units he loses. And that's not the case here for TumStep. Every single rocket buggy is important. RaginG just sending in a bunch of Scorps. Basically, this black market right now is absolutely crucial. And I'm sure RaginG knows. Even if he can get it down to the hole, If TumStep has to wait for this thing to rebuild, it'll be such a pain. Let's see. 3 Scorps still. 2 remaining now. Goes down to the hole. Does he actually get it fully taken out? Yeah, that sucker's going down, man. That sucker's going down. Oh, TumStep. TumStep, TumStep, TumStep. How are you gonna do this? He needs to completely destroy this. If he had a Scud Storm ready right now, that would be awfully convenient, but all he's got is a couple of rocket buggies. Rocket buggies he basically cannot rebuild and replace once they die because he simply doesn't have the funds. And there we go. The score now 1-1. RaginG getting his first victory. Let's jump into the next match. Alright, let's see. Dralim Desert, a very nice map by Millard9. And we have Infantry General here for RaginG. And he'll be facing TumStep, the Super Weapon General. Let's see how it's going to play out. Of course, Infantry General could be very dangerous if they just spam away with minigunners and troop crawlers. It's always a bit difficult for USA to deal with. And especially because the Humvees are a bit more expensive for Super Weapon. It kind of makes things a little painful, especially until like the late game. But if TumStep gets to the late game, he can have Alpha Auroras, and that changes everything. Because Infantry General can't do anything against Alpha Auroras, like nothing. It's kind of ridiculous. Like they probably MiGs they could do. Let's see, Helix is probably what RaginG is planning to do. Tank Hunter coming out. A single minigunner as well. Not sure why the single minigunner. Maybe to harass the Chinooks here of Mr. TumStep. Little cash crate in the corner. Always nice, having a bit of extra monies. The real complaint I have with these cash crates is that you never know how much value it is. It can be 100 and it can be as high as, I think, 2,500. So it's a bit random. But of course the pro players will know exactly how much money there is in these crates. Looks like we're definitely going for a Licks build here. Humvee is on the scene, ready to intercept that minigunner. Crushes it. Wait. Ooh, okay. Still kills it. Goes straight towards the base of RaginG. Here comes that Helix. But the thing with the Helix is it still needs to upgrade the bunker. It doesn't come with a bunker in version 1.04. You have to upgrade that, and that takes like 30 seconds, so... We can't see the Licks trying to engage this Humvee. At the same time, if the Humvee drives away, it can get quite a few shots off with the tow missile. See flashbangs as well now coming in from TumStep. He's basically preparing to deal with an inf blob, because if a Licks can't be used effectively because of the anti-air in the area, they usually do an evac. There you go. And now you have to deal with the inf blob. So TumStep is one step ahead. He's got flashbangs ready, loading those Rangers up. Making this a little difficult for RaginG to deal with. Look how many Humvees. 1, 2, 3, 4 Humvees with the tow missile. And tow missile deals a lot of damage to troops as well, guys. Here we go. It's gotta be careful, though. Because that's a lot of tank hunters, and they deal a lot of damage. So far, Micro seems to be on point. Gotta be real careful. And so far, very well played. It's gonna get cleaned up here without too much of a fuss. In the meantime, see a bit of a second push coming in from TumStep, who's microing in 2 places. Sees another Licks going up, and the other Licks that did the drop-off has now healed itself, and oh my god, no, 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 you do not do this, you do not do this. Ah, that is so freaking painful for a Super Weapon General. Ah, losing 2 Humvees like that, that's so much money, and there were troops inside too. That is so painful, man. That's one of the problems with Super Weapon General. They're like one of those armies that you're basically not allowed to lose units. You lose a few units too many, you basically lose the game. Or it basically sets you back so much. Those 2 Humvees, they had to do something. They had to harass supply trucks or something. Losing them like that, very painful. See a bunker in the corner as well, very interesting. So we might see an oil capture coming out of RaginG. We see an outpost and a propaganda center. So we're going to see some more land-based assault happening from Mr. RaginG. Sending in 1 outpost, but relatively soon, I suspect we'll see like 3 outposts with some ECMs in there. That's gonna make things a little harder for these Humvees. Licks flying around the back there as well. No capture building upgrade here for TumStep, but he has placed the Ranger there. Do we see an evac of a minigunner, actually? No, but he's destroying the oil. He knows what's going to happen. Outpost gets destroyed. Now we have that blob of infantry again. Ranger coming in. Now he's got the capture building upgrade. RaginG knows what's up. Kills the oil before the Ranger can get there and capture it. In the meantime, this one is ready to go. Licks taking some damage here, but so far the Lickses have been mostly used as troop transport. Because these Tovies can deal quite a bit of damage. Look at that. Licks is in trouble. ECM though, the combination of an ECM and the Helix work very well though, just so you guys know. Because tow missiles, the moment they start attacking the Licks, if they get intercepted by the ECM, they will literally never hit. So that's something that could be pretty fun to see. Maybe. Oil captures come through for RaginG. Oil capture now also coming through for TumStep. And there's still an uncontested oil here that anyone can go for. Licks is gotta be careful, going a little too close to those Humvees there. Oh man, what are you doing? Lotus on the scene, has to be careful as well. These have scout drones, these Humvees. He's trying to disable the Humvee. Risky move. Comes in with a Licks. Why is there nothing? Oh my god, this was an empty Licks. Oh, very risky move. Very, very risky from Mr. RaginG. Killed the Humvee though. Was that a good idea? Not entirely sure there. Nice napalm MiG taken out. 3 missile defenders. The MiG gets taken out as well. ECM now in the mix. We see an outpost. Got some minigunners in here as well. And we see an airfield under construction. Where is that strategy center? Here it is. Oh man. We're getting closer to the point where super weapon becomes very scary. Because they will have those alphas. That is a dead Humvee. Nicely cleaned up here by Mr. RaginG. But the pressure is on because the strat center is completed. We know that, but Mr. RaginG does not know that. But I'm sure he saw that an airfield was being constructed. I'm sure he can put one and one together. Oh. Who's actually going to get this? Okay, it's actually going to RaginG. So what's this Ranger still capturing? Let's see, RaginG is level 2. And he really wants to be level 3 for this. He still needs around 500 XP. Because once he is level 3, he could call in an artillery barrage and a carpet bomber and take out these crucial buildings. First alphas on the scene, boys. Here we go. This is where things start to hurt. Very much start to hurt. Let's follow this alpha, see where it goes. And it goes for... Oh, it bugged out. MiG is on the chase. Will the MiG get it? Oh, good micro here. Wait! Woo-hoo-hoo! Wow! He actually gets the alpha. What a legend. What a legend. Totally worth it, man. Totally worth it. Because the amount of damage that one alpha can do is just insane. You don't want to mess around with that stuff. Just really, really don't. Lotus revealed herself with a little laptop toggle sound. The pressure is on. RaginG has to be careful here, making those sounds all the time. Maybe he's trying to draw out the Humvees, actually. Going for the power, doesn't quite get the capture. Alpha exposed and taken out. Even though there are alphas in this match, RaginG is dealing with it very well. He's level 3 as well. Still has to spend his general points. I'm sure he'll do that relatively soon. We heard the S&D as well. Of course, that got spotted by the Lotus. In fact, if TumStep had put Search and Destroy a little faster on the strat center, that Lotus would have been revealed when she was walking around the base. Still 2 points available. Still nothing out of RaginG. He's got a command center. There we go. Now he spent the points. Let's see the carpet bomber. We hear the RT barrage. RT might just go on the power. The carpet bomb might go on the airfield. Let's see. RT goes on what? Goes on power. MiG's dealing with these Humvees. Not having power is very annoying because it doubles the production time for basically everything. So there are no alphas out for TumStep. And building an alpha while low power takes twice as long. So it's very frustrating. At the same time, no EMP Patriot. So that means Carpet Bomber can fly in, uncontested, not even taking any damage. Takes out the strat center. So far, RaginG is kicking ass. He's got the MiGs. He's got some ground army. He's got the map control. And he knows that TumStep is slowly but surely going to run out of money here. The supply piles in the corner have dried up. This oil got destroyed early on. This other oil got destroyed. See some long distance collection here, but that's always risky to do when you are dealing with an infantry general. Well, one minigunner in here, actually. And that is now gonna... There we go. TumStep surrenders. Very nicely played by RaginG, has to be said. Really nice moves. Also, using that MiG to take out that alpha is not something we see very often, but guys, for sure it makes a difference. It's what you want to do. But yeah, let's jump into the reverse of this match. Okay, so let's see how Mr. TumStep is going to do it as the infantry general. And whether he can bring it back to a 2-2. Because right now, Shay, aka RaginG, is in the lead. 2-1 is the score. And we have Super Weapon General here for RaginG. Let's see what he's going to do. It was interesting to go for a Helix strat in the previous match. And those inf blobs are definitely difficult to deal with. But TumStep did so very well. Wonder if we'll see a different build order coming out of TumStep here. He might just go a lot heavier on ground. He's got the forward barracks and goes for forward supply. So he's choosing to ignore the money over here for now. He might just choose to go a lot more aggressive. Let's see, we got barracks, we got 1, 2 rangers moving around. Looks like they are going straight to the oil derrick. So we have a very greedy build order here from RaginG. Very greedy, because he's got dual supply here. And also go for oil. And a greedy build order like that, it's always very risky if the enemy plans to go aggressive. Minigunner moving to the oil as well. So both players are gonna know that the other one's interested in getting the oils. Always crucial info. The only thing is that RaginG might just get a Humvee out in time. Actually, what am I talking about? He doesn't even have a war factory. He's just sticking to bunkering with 2 barracks. Oh, is he gonna run straight for the building? He sees the minigunner. Goes for the building. Good idea. Flashbangs come out here for RaginG. And very fast oil capture. Third supply now going up for TumStep as well. And Ranger trying to get a few shots off. The only problem is this is a Vet 2 minigunner. Because TumStep used the general point to get the Vet 2 minigunner. That means that this guy auto heals. And... oh... yeah, well, I mean, don't go in the building. Bit of a confusing play here. Just gun the guy down. He's a ranger. Why is he not gunning down? There we go. Yeah, that was literally the easiest solution. But anyway. Here comes a nice attack outpost from Mr. TumStep. Loaded up with a lot of infantry units. Second firebase going up on the left-hand side by RaginG. We have a Humvee out now. Missile defenders, rangers. Definitely planning to hang on here. Lots of lost troops here from RaginG, just roaming the plains. Probably trying to get some map control going as well. Outpost going straight for that firebase. No reaction from the missile defender. Those are exposed as well. Ooh, is this going to work out? And we see an attempt of a crush. And does kind of work out here for Mr. RaginG. Not too bad. Dozer does go down though. So only 1 dozer remaining. So RaginG has to be careful because that is going to be a prime target here. Ranger now going for the oil derrick, so it looks like RaginG has survived. And won the battle for the oil at the bottom right corner. This last dozer is very exposed here. We could just see TumStep going aggressive, trying to take out that dozer. Humvee might just get lost here, for no real reason. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. MiG is out here for TumStep. This oil still not captured. Very surprising to see. And this oil has been captured by RaginG as well. RaginG is doing very well in this match as a super weapon general. He just has this one Achilles heel of a single dozer. And we do see MiGs out from TumStep. If he just flies in looking for that dozer and takes it out, it's basically game, because the guy just has a war factory, 2 barracks, and that's it. And that is exactly what he's doing. Oh my god, that is exactly what he's doing. Yeah, very, very risky plays. Might need to see an Avenger literally being constructed just to keep those MiG missiles off the dozer. Nice from TumStep that he's paying attention. MiG is like looking for a target. No anti-air here. We need to see an Avenger, maybe even 2, to make sure the dozer hunt doesn't happen. Push coming in from RaginG. Because yes, he has to deal with all the dozer hunting madness, but at the same time, he can't sit back and give the whole map to TumStep. TumStep coming in with some nice napalm MiGs, takes out the entire threat of the Humvee army. War factory, second war factory going up here for TumStep. This oil still belongs to RaginG. See, building a CC here. Still risky, like not an Avenger or anything. It could be that RaginG was like, you know what, I'll suicide my Humvee army to keep those MiGs occupied, and then I'll send in these guys to keep those MiGs occupied. But is he taking unnecessary losses this way? Wouldn't it have been better to just have a few Avengers around? Prop center now going up for TumStep, who's starting to feel pretty comfortable. He's got a nice income as well, because he does have those forward supplies. But RaginG has a good amount of oils. Let's see, the oil down below here looks to have been destroyed. And RaginG, very happy, he's built a command center. TumStep, trying to figure out where he wants to attack next. He's got 2 outposts, a dragon tank on the right-hand side here. Could try and deal some damage. At the same time, the MiGs are coming in, trying to find that dozer. Oh, man. A little too late there, TumStep. A little too late. He's lost so much here. He's lost 3 MiGs and killed 1 ambulance. Ah, TumStep. A little optimistic there. A little optimistic there. You can't wait a whole minute and a half to continue doing the dozer hunt. And it's stuff like this that might just cost him the game. Losing 3 MiGs. Doesn't even have MiG armor. Why? You have 2 airfields. Why don't you get MiG armor, man?
Search and destroy.
And there we go. Search and destroy established for Mr. RaginG. Airfield going up next. And then it's gonna be Auroras, boys. Then it's gonna be Auroras. TumStep knows this. The pressure is on. Outpost here gets destroyed. Troops get cleared up as well. MiGs coming in from the side. Take out the firebase. Of course, we see nice Chinooks here from RaginG. So he knows the threat is coming from the left-hand side here. And he can still move his units back into position. But there are Avengers, which are kind of traffic jamming everything because they're a little slower. So will he reach this area in time to defend? We'll have to see. Ambulance trying to go in and slow down this army. Laser locks coming in. Outposts are getting destroyed. Where are the MiGs of TumStep? Where's that support? Air support is lacking here. Not really entirely sure what TumStep was planning to do, because he did have something there. It wasn't bad. Kind of wasted it. MiGs are here now. Still no MiG armor, which is a real shame to see. MiG armor gives 25% additional health to MiGs. It's only a $1,000 upgrade, which is pretty cheap. And there we go. Now he gets it. And the reason you want to get it is because if you have a MiG that just about survives an attack because of MiG armor, it's like that MiG armor paid for itself, right? Like this guy, look how dead he is, right? He's still flying because of that MiG armor upgrade. Firestorm on the airfield. Good choice. Didn't even lose too much. RaginG does have to be careful though, because when the infantry general reaches level 3, it's going to be carpet bomb and things like that to answer to. So he has to be very careful with gifting away XP at this point in the game. He's close to level 3 himself, which will unlock snipers for him, as well as Spectre gunship. being very, very, very powerful general abilities. Oh, nice hit there with the MiGs. Losing quite a bit. TumStep level 3. This is what I'm talking about. TumStep floating as well. And, oh, did he just lose a power plant from overcharging or something? It's a bit odd. Spectre coming in from Mr. RaginG going on the airfield. But here comes the carpet bomber from Mr. TumStep, and it looks like it's gonna go straight for the strat center. There's quite a bit of anti-air here, though. I'm not sure if this is such a good target from TumStep, because RaginG can intercept it, and he does exactly that. Very easy interception. And we see a level 1 arty barrage coming in, probably gonna go for the power, because that's like one of the few buildings that you can destroy. You can destroy a barracks, you can destroy a power, you can damage an airfield. You can damage a strat center, but they won't go down. Does in fact go for the power. Good hit. Oil has been captured by TumStep there. So far, RaginG has been playing very well, but I do suspect the general powers are going to be a real nuisance here. See snipers out as well, so he did in fact go for snipers, inspect the gunship. Always a very good choice. Because infantry general just has a hard time pushing. But look at the map control here from TumStep. Making sure that RaginG cannot push on this side. It's just not possible. It's not possible. This money also cannot be taken by RaginG. He's gonna have to figure something out. Got a Burton here. Could gun down the trucks. But he's actually going around the back here. Probably trying to find an airfield to blow up. Money over here has dried up. Over here, the main supplies still have 12k. It's not too bad. We do still see this oil here. For the rest, the amount of oils... Well, that's it. There's only the single oil. Here we go. Alpha coming in. He's got to be careful with the alphas. But this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Pop open the outpost, and then the fuel air explosion kills the troops. That's why these alphas are so scary. But do we see any defense in the form of Avengers or something? No, we don't. This alpha needs to be protected. Doesn't seem to be the case here. RaginG needs to get this guy off the ground. He needs to get ready to attack here. And he does exactly that. Fires the bomb, but the explosion misfires and actually destroys the power plant. That's the thing. RaginG needs to be a little more on the money. And also keep his units alive a little more. He needs to keep at least some Avengers next to the airfield, because we saw already in the previous match a MiG can just take out an alpha very easily. Attack on the left-hand side. We're not seeing a response. Finally. Force fire to ground. And is it a perfect hit? Oh man, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Another carpet bomber and gets taken out. Actually, this one was meant to go for the army. Some bombs actually landed right here. Push coming in with a troop crawler. Mr. RaginG is level 4. Has a general point available, but didn't spend it. If he did, he could have used an A10 on this. Would have cleaned this up, no problem. I think RaginG has a lot on his mind right now. He's trying to take out the MiGs with the Spectre. And here come the MiGs of Mr. TumStep. Nice and strong, nice and powerful. Take out 2 Humvees. Number of units is depleting. Still that general point available. Mr. Shea, spend it. You're not gonna get out of this situation with just Avengers. These units are so expensive as well. Avengers costing 2,000 a pop. And we have literally a single supply income. A10 finally comes in. Nice hit. Takes it all out. But RaginG knows it's over and surrenders. This game actually came pretty close there, because Shea was doing well. It was really the combination of the general powers with the good attacks of the MiGs that really launched TumStep forward in this match. Well played. Let's jump into the next game. Okay, here we are in a snowy drought. We have a blue Air Force general. That is RaginG. And he will be facing TumStep in the purple, also an Air Force. So we have a nice air mirror. It's not often we see an air mirror, like literally when you play random versus random, right? It is pretty rare to see that. But, you know, there's a 1 in 144 chance. And this is it. This was the one. Since it is a mirror, we're actually going to have this matchup twice. First is going to be, you know, TumStep down below and RaginG at the top. But then the next match, it'll swap where TumStep is up top, and RaginG is down below. So let's see how these players are going to do. We see dual supply coming out. The question is just, do we see a barracks or do we see two airfields? We see airfield here, airfield here. Dual airfield coming out of TumStep. And we have a barracks here with 3 missile defenders from RaginG. Loading up that Chinook with a dozer as well. Oh boys, this is about to get spicy. Third Chinook actually coming to collect there. Not entirely sure why he's doing that. And leaving this unattended. Might be a bit of a mistake there from RaginG. And in the beginning, you don't want to make those kind of mistakes. Because you need every dime that you earn. You need the money. You need everything. So far, our score is 2-2. The pressure is on. Barracks being constructed here by RaginG. Literally in the heart, in the base, in the lion's den here of TumStep. Power takes a bit of damage. Dozer's coming in, ready to crush anything that comes out of the barracks. Fast laser lock here on that Comanche. Does it go down? Yes, it does. Yes, it actually does. Second Comanche does not go down. Oh, man. Comanche gunning down everything. Look at this strat. Beautiful play here from Mr. TumStep, using the point defense laser of the Chinooks to keep this guy safe. Well, I mean, I say safe, but he's being held together by duct tape there. Look at that. Red health. Not much remaining. And right now, RaginG is still producing more missile defenders. He has to be careful because this could be a massive waste of money at this point. He's trying to instantly heal the missile defenders by placing them back in the barracks. That is a game that you're not gonna win, my friend. Let's see, Raptor now coming out of RaginG. What's he gonna go for? He's going for the Comanche and hits both. Both of them going down. No way. That's insane. Those are now actually coming to crush the remaining missile defenders there. Absolutely insane. Wow. That being said, though, this barracks really can't do that much. But then again, there is still the pressure that RaginG does have Raptors now. Seeing a Raptor here from TumStep. Is he going to go for the barracks to clean it up? Because, yeah, we still see missile defenders being produced. Yeah, takes it out. Gets a nice veterancy for it as well. And the Comanche starts taking out everything. Chinook gets taken out there by Mr. RaginG. And now the game is equalizing. The rush has been finished off. The real question is, who is ahead? We have 2 Chinooks here. We have 3 Chinooks here. So based on the Chinook count, we definitely see RaginG ahead compared to 2 Chinooks and 2 Chinooks. See Raps flying in. Takes out the airfield and one-shots or does a missile on the dozer. Nice split fire there from Mr. TumStep. Tries to go for the Ranger here. We actually see the capture building upgrade as well. And good deny there from TumStep. In the meantime, we see another Raptor flying in here from RaginG. Looking for something. He's probably going to go for the Chinooks. Or maybe the dozers. 2 airfields out for TumStep. Well, he's definitely thinking of something. There we go. Takes out 1 Chinook, takes out a second. Instantly denying collection on 1 whole supply. Dozer gets taken out on this side. So far, RaginG is doing very well. Let's see, he's got 1 airfield still. Doesn't even have 2 airfields. Only 1 airfield, but it's filled with Raptors. Got a bit of a push coming in now from TumStep. He's got 3 nice Raps. And force firing the ground, taking the scaffold of the airfield as well as taking out the supply. Very nice move there. Do see the oil capture coming through here. That is RaginG. There's some nice oil belonging to him now. He hasn't gone for the oil refinery though, for the 10% discount on units. 4 Raps coming in strong here for RaginG. Where's he going? He's firing the airfield and takes out the airfield with the Raptors. 1 Raptor, another one, and another one. Insane. Very important strikes. Very much slowing down TumStep, who now has 0 Raptors to his name and has to deal with RaginG, who can do whatever the hell he wants for the next 30 seconds. Nothing's going to stop him. He's going to get another supply here. He's got a Comanche as well. Interesting choice to go for Comanche here. Does it get spotted by TumStep? Yes, it does. Trying to go for the dozer. Comanche gets taken out. Dozer's still alive, though. We see random pilots of TumStep. Maybe he's trying to scout with pilots. I'm not entirely sure about that. Those gets taken out, and we see a Ranger doing a nice little command center capture here, putting pressure on TumStep. It has to get taken out. Takes it out. 3 Raptors at the ready with the PDL to try and save that Ranger, but didn't quite work out. And look how angry RaginG was. Like, how dare you kill that Ranger? And he actually killed a Raptor with his own Raps. There we go. Very well played there by RaginG. Start to finish, it was very much RaginG who was on top. And that really nice Comanche split fire kill. Oh my god, man. Lovely to see. Always great. But let's jump into the reverse. Let's see if TumStep can get a victory here. All right, let's see this reverse commence. We have in the blue Mr. RaginG in the south here as Air Force. And he's facing a TumStep in the north as a purple. And I have to say, RaginG played a very solid game there. Very good micro, paying attention to basically everything. The only thing was a bit weird in the beginning that he wasn't collecting here and then had 3 Chinooks here. But I'm pretty sure he corrected that quite quickly. For the rest, I would say he played almost perfectly there. It was amazing to see. And it looks like he's going for a similar strat. He's starting with the barracks. Let's see what TumStep is going to do. Our Ukrainian player. Looks like he's going for 2 supplies and probably 2 airfields again. Airfield on the left. And what do we have here? Airfield on the right. So the exact same strat. It's a bit confusing because if it worked the first time around, right? The strategy of RaginG, then why wouldn't it work the second time around if you're doing everything exactly the same? Let's see, the drop. Consisting of 3 missile defenders and a dozer, just like before. Coming in again. Is TumStep expecting it? Is he ready for it? Does he know what to do? Does he know what to do differently from the last time around? Drops it next to the power here. Definitely going for the power. Last time he did that as well. But he didn't get many shots off on the power. Dozer takes a bit of a beating there. But it's still okay. And the power actually goes down. That is a very interesting strat here. Destroying the power. Slows down the production. TumStep now takes twice as long to get a Raptor or a Comanche up. Chinooks are in position, so I'm expecting Comanche any second here. Here we go, Comanche from TumStep. Do we see a laser lock? Ooh, a potential missed opportunity there for RaginG. And that is, oh my god, that is a lot of Chinooks, a lot of Comanche, and a lot of missile defenders. Does he hold? Does he hold? Whoa! The misclicks of RaginG, moving those missile defenders away. Could he have done it? That is a real question. We see a Raptor here as well, planning to go for this Comanche, but it is very well protected here. Very well protected by the Chinooks. But that being said, the longer this goes on like this, the longer TumStep is not making any money. So he has to be careful keeping his Comanche here with the Chinooks. So again, interesting move here by RaginG. A strategy that is definitely proving to be effective. Maybe I could see the difference in total cash collected here. It will be interesting to see. Let's see. Total cash collected, 4,800 and 9,000. Wow. Massive difference. Comanche gets gunned down by a Raptor. And RaginG, although he's lost some things with that attack, with that rush, right? Lost some units. If you just look at the KD, right? A lot more money has been collected in the meantime by RaginG. So it might still be a very good strat here. Very effective. Further widening that gap between RaginG and TumStep regarding where they are in this match. 2 Raps at the ready here for RaginG. Probably looking for some Chinooks. Over here we have 3 Chinooks. On the left we have 2. So he's probably going to go for this. Let's see. Whoa! Almost takes out 2 Chinooks with a single Raptor. Damn! Second one goes down. See what's going on over here in the base. Mr. RaginG. He's got some Rangers coming out. Capture upgrade ready. And that's the thing. Because he had that extra breathing room, right? He can now try and make some more money. And this Raptor of TumStep didn't quite kill a Chinook. Very painful. Raptor coming in. And gets a kill. In the meantime, we see a Raptor flying in from RaginG. He's probably going to try and kill some more income as well. Finds a Chinook. And it just has to be said that RaginG is just way more on the money than TumStep. He's paying attention more. He knows what to do. Oil capture coming through for RaginG as well. The Chinooks are dropping like flies. This one's still half health. TumStep coming in with 2 wraps. Probably also going for the Chinooks. But here's the thing. There's still an oil derrick captured by RaginG. So even if the Chinooks, even if TumStep loses a Chinook and RaginG loses a Chinook, RaginG is still ahead because he gets a 10% discount on new units because of the oil refinery and he has an oil derrick. So the longer this goes on, again, the bigger the gap between TumStep and RaginG. RaginG will just end up having more units. 3 Chinooks here. Getting a 4th one even. 3 Chinooks here. Trying to go for the airfield. Bit risky. Is he going to pull it off? Airfield, half health. They have very big hitboxes as well, so it is definitely possible to bypass these wraps. And he does it, takes it out. But all the Raptors are in the air, so it's not too bad. Already a new airfield being constructed. And now we get the counterattack from RaginG. Those Raptors of TumStep, will they land and rearm? It looks like they might. Those gets hit. And what are these guys going to do? These Raptors here of RaginG. Trying to find a full airfield. And takes out a Raptor with the airfield. Nice strike. And again, he's sending that Ranger forward to capture the command center. Oh, what a Chad, honestly. Amazing. Dozer comes out very quickly there and crushes the Ranger. Nice play there from TumStep. He knows what to do. He knows what's going on. And there we go, the GG from TumStep. Clearly, you should not piss off RaginG in an air mirror, because he knows what to do. My god. I would say on almost all fronts, RaginG was always just that one step ahead. And let's look at the cash collected here. Almost double, guys. Almost double. Insane. Yes, he lost a lot of units, and a lot of those units were like Rangers or Missile Defenders and things like that. But it doesn't matter. If you have significantly better income, you can lose units here and there. It's fine. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to win the war. But yeah, let's jump into the next match. Okay, here we are on imminent victory. We have, for TumStep, a very nice USA. And we are having another USA mirror because RaginG down in the blue over here in the bottom of the map, he's also USA. So let's see. It's not an Air Force mirror, it's a USA mirror. And RaginG is ahead. Definitely not what's expected because TumStep is, well, one of the people that people suspected, like, you know what, maybe he will win the World Series. RaginG definitely throwing the spanner in the works here because 4-2, man. It's 4-2. He's not leading by 1, he's leading by 2. That is very impressive. Like, people are already talking about, oh, I'm looking forward to TumStep versus Xcal in the finals. You know, those kind of statements were being said, and RaginG has got other plans here. Question is just, how will this continue? Got a drop this time from TumStep. So he knows how to drop. He knows it. Just doesn't like doing it in an air mirror. Let's see how effective this drop is going to be. And how ready RaginG is for it. Definitely not ready if you're looking at this. Laser lock on the Chinook. Laser lock on this Chinook. RaginG getting his Chinooks to safety. Those are kind of driving around here in circles. Can't really do too much. Let's see, we have a Missile Defender going here. And a very, very forward Dozer. Probably to deny the oil captures. There's one Ranger of RaginG proving to be pretty effective. Humvee finds a Dozer. It's going to take it out. Bit of an interesting drop. It did sort of slow down RaginG because he couldn't collect money from here this whole time. So that did happen. See, capture building upgrade ready for the Ranger, and oh, that is a very unfortunate loss of a Dozer. Could have just driven it back home. Maybe even built a barracks here and try and capture the oil, right? Would have been a potential possibility. Humvee here to secure the oil capture. Very nice. I'm gonna take some damage here from that Missile Defender. Probably gonna go back home to repair. But that oil capture comes through, and so does this one. That is gonna be RaginG making some good money. Doesn't have the second supply, though. So that drop from TumStep really slow down Mr. Shea. Because TumStep was on 2 supplies this whole time. This oil has been captured, but the question is for how long will it be captured? We don't see a capture building upgrade here for TumStep, not yet. He's got a ranger there though, so you know that he is planning something. One dozer remains for Mr. TumStep. Could be a prime target here for RaginG. He's got his second supply established. Still missing a Chinook on this side. But it won't be long before RaginG will be in a good position economically. Fast laser locks coming out. Humvee just about survives here for TumStep. It's very important for him. And the oil actually getting attacked. Wait. Yeah, still no capture building upgrade from TumStep. So RaginG should be economically ahead, and he is just a little bit. Oil under attack. It's just a normal little Humvee. Actually, that's quite a few missile defenders in there. Let's see, a big push on the right-hand side here. We got some Humvees coming in. Now we see the capture building upgrade. So yes, for sure, TumStep wants to capture those oils. This one is to be destroyed, that's for sure. That's going to be painful, because once TumStep has this middle one, and he has the one in his home base, then he will be way ahead. And the pressure will be on. Still no second Chinook here from RaginG. He has to be careful. I don't think he's paying attention to getting that second Chinook. Oil capture money comes in. TumStep immediately throws down a strategy center. So far, TumStep kicking ass. It's gonna be hard here for RaginG to get this oil back. Nice laser locks. Should get a Humvee there. Yeah, not bad. But the sheer amount of units that TumStep has makes it very difficult here for RaginG to do anything. Let's go a Humvee going along the side here. Might be trying to get lucky, trying to do a dozer hunt or something. And he's building a strat himself. And this is the last dozer of RaginG himself. And he's freaking out. He's immediately sending his units in. Not the best of micro here. He's panicking, man. He's panicking. In the meantime, we have a push down south, cutting off the income. And this last dozer of Mr. RaginG is completely exposed. In the meantime, at the top side of the map, we also see RaginG trying to push, trying to take out the dozer. That is on basically no health. Look at that. Just get one shot off. One shot. Does this Humvee survive? Yes, dozer hunt complete. What about down here? Also, dozer hunt complete. Both players, dozer hunting each other at the exact same time. There's one big difference though, and that is that TumStep has a lot of units here in the base of RaginG. War Factory under attack might just go down, and if that goes down, it is over. It is GG, because there's no way RaginG can win it. Barracks goes down, War Factory's down, that is it. The game goes to TumStep. That aggression, that build-up of aggression, all coming down to that very nice attack here. TumStep had come in on the left, on the right. Very nice play. Getting himself the victory here. But RaginG put up a good fight. But that income difference tells a story, man. 8K difference. $8,000. Imagine RaginG had that. Because if he had gotten that second supply a little sooner, if he had gotten that extra Chinook a little sooner as well, oh man, it could have actually changed the nature of this match. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop into the reverse. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? We have, well, it's the USA mirror. You know what the armies are. It's USA versus USA. RaginG versus TumStep. But the biggest difference is that they swapped positions. Yes, because we're very fair. You know, we're very fair in the Command & Conquer Generals community. Yes, because map positions, they can matter. They can, you know. Maps actually are scrupulously tested and checked to make sure they're balanced, but we're like, we don't take any chances. We'll just reverse the positions as well. It's fine. So, you know, not that people can say something was unfair, right? It's a very fair system overall. But let's see. We have barracks. Do we get to see a drop out of Mr. TumStep? Looks like we might just see that. What's happening here with RaginG? He's gonna do a drop, and he's going straight for the dual supply. He probably was like, listen, the last match I should have gone dual supply, and he kind of got screwed there. I always think this is a really nice moment when the two Chinooks are flying past each other. It's a bit like that meme, right? Where they're like looking out the car window. Just like, hey you. Yes, hey you. Missile defenders dropped off here by RaginG, going for the Chinooks. Gets quite a bit of hits on that Chinook there. Let's see what's in here. I think still just a dozer. I think he might just go back home to base. Let's see what Drop is managing to do here for TumStep. Drops off 3 missile defenders and does some good damage there to the Chinook. Does it go low health? No, he doesn't. And we have a very aggressive dozer building a very aggressive barracks. Funnily enough, we see the exact same thing happening here for RaginG. So these guys are literally doing the exact same strat on each other. Question is just, who can do it better? Who is that extra second faster? And who knows what to build, when to build, when it comes to either Rangers or Missile Defenders. So you gotta get that formula just right if you wanna crack the recipe for a victory. Got a random Missile Defender here as well. Chinook gets taken out here for TumStep. A bit painful. And that's the thing with the USA mirrors. They often are very infantry intense and Chinook intense. Wait a minute. Okay, we do see a dozer. For a second I thought it was dozer hunted there. Dozer gets gunned down. That is a dead dozer. What about the dozer in the base of Mr. TumStep? It's still there. Still there. We see no flashbangs for either player. I expect to see that very soon though, because this is getting very, very infantry heavy. And I mean, I know Generals is also about like a numbers game. Like, I have 5 Rangers, you have 4. But flashbangs could change the nature of the game. In that sense. I do think the players are a bit limited on income. Alright, we see some improvisation over here. Going for the middle money. War factory here for TumStep. We might see some Humvees coming out. Be a nice move. And RaginG is parking this supply, right? And TumStep is parking this supply. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And oh my god, get that dozer out of there! No! Does he get out of there? Yes, just about. Flashbangs also comes in for Mr. RaginG. That dozer, oh my god. He doesn't even have a war factory up. So you don't want to lose the dozer. It's the last dozer. See further commitment to the infantry units. We're not seeing laser lock. There we go. A bit delayed there. Might cost him this little attack. If he was a little sooner, there would have been a chance that I would have been able to take out both those Humvees there. Barracks is going to get camped. And oh wait, RaginG still has his dozer. Right. I thought it got taken out. It took some damage though. It's low health. And let's be honest, it's going to die now anyway. See a Ranger over here from Mr. TumStep. Oh, this one got a bit stuck from RaginG. Can happen. And oh no! At least he got a war factory, but no! RaginG, man! Losing the last dozer like that. Actually, no, it's still here. Now we lost them. Okay, now we lost them both. Okay, but that guy was a dead man walking. We all know it. We all know it. That's very unfortunate. So the pressure is on. If this guy can stay alive, you know, and eventually build a strategy center, the search and destroy and all that good stuff, then RaginG will have a serious disadvantage. Even just getting general powers, right? Like being able to call in an A10 strike. RaginG moving around those Humvees. Very interesting micro there. Not entirely sure what he was trying to do there. Push coming in on the left-hand side now. Those are still happily chilling there. Let's see. Where's this gonna go? Nice laser locks, actually. Still one Humvee around. At the same time, we're seeing a bit of a counter push. We still have a Ranger here. No capture building upgrade, but he really wants to get that oil. We all know it. He wants to get the oil. RaginG paying attention, but it's just an empty Humvee. And both players are trying to do some good aggression and harassing each other. But no one's really got an army that's powerful enough to break through, right? That's the thing. Everyone's just busy defending. I think one thing that will make a difference here is the capture building upgrade, because the oils are semi-uncontested. Capture building upgrade not here yet, because you can quite easily grab this. You can quite easily grab this. Would be good money. Also, just one Chinook here. Again, why you only... There we go. Okay, 2 Chinooks. RaginG is going to be in some trouble. TumStep. He's got a nice amount of units here. Still no capture building upgrade, but this Ranger, man, he's just kind of limping around. He really wants it. Missile defenders being dropped off. We're going to see a big push on the left-hand side. It's going to be a very important push from TumStep. Because if he can take out a building, whether that's the barracks, whether it's a supply, even the power, any building he takes out is absolutely crucial. And the barracks is completely exposed here. RaginG is not looking in his base. And once that barracks is down, it's basically GG because he needs the ability to build missile defenders. Laserlock's coming through here from Mr. RaginG. Takes out a lot, but the barracks does go down. We don't see capture building upgrade. We see some flashbangs though, but the pressure is on. We need to see a dozer hunt. That's not the case. Command center has been established. TumStep knows what's up, and he is very close to level 3 as well. Once he's level 3, he can A10 the war factory, but there is a chance RaginG will just quit out because he knows there's nothing he can do at this point. He needed the barracks. He needs to have the ability to get these powerful missile defenders that can laser lock. Suiciding a Humvee here. Suiciding another Humvee. That has to be the GG. RaginG, do you actually have a plan? Probably doesn't know the command center is established and quits out. Very nicely played there. And it was something as silly as losing a dozer in the corner that cost RaginG the game for sure. Otherwise, the match would have continued and we would have seen it go to late game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Liquid gold, and we see another USA army here. So much USA. It is normal USA for RaginG, and he's fighting TumStep, the super weapon general, who's just won 2 matches in a row. Very happy. Bring it to a 4-4. So, you know, it's a best of 11. That is a race to 6 victories. And RaginG was at 4-2 at one point. Those air mirrors, he was just kicking ass, man. Did really good job. But let's see. Liquid gold, very different map. There are a lot of oil derricks, hence the name Liquid Gold. A reference to oil and how useful it is and how rich it makes everyone. And let's see how these players are going to do it. How they're going to play, because it's all about how many oils you collect and how fast you can get them as well. Seeing a drop coming out of TumStep. Let's see where it's going to go. Preparing the oil in the back there. Very nice. TumStep wants to put some quick pressure. We see a drop coming in from RaginG as well. This drop going on what? The oil in the very back. Drops a dozer, drops a missile defender. Missile defender going for the oils, or going for the oil very fast. In the meantime, we see a drop in the back here. Just the dozer, nothing else. There's already a ranger out as well. So these missile defenders can't really go for this oil in a way what TumStep's doing. Ooh, this dozer. Oh my god, the dozer. Wow, that is so freaky, man. Oh, but it's still being fired at. Dozer just about stays alive. I don't know how, but it just about stays alive. Gets gunned down by a ranger. How often do you see that? Flashbangs hitting the scene. Very nice play. TumStep being hyper aggressive. The map is black gold, but it could liquid gold, but it could be any other map. He's just rushing hard. Though now he's finally getting those oil derricks. Barracks going up, a little delayed. But here's the thing, we did see the denial of the Chinooks here, which is nice. But when TumStep has so much oil, it doesn't even really matter. You can be without Chinooks for the rest of the match. You don't need Chinooks. You don't need to collect supplies. You have all the oils. And that's the thing. I'm gonna have to see how this strategy has panned out for RaginG, because I do think it was just not aggressive enough. He's taken out a supply. I do think that's the only supply of TumStep. So it's gonna be a little difficult and annoying for him to get Humvees now. It's gonna be a bit of a delay, because he has to build a supply first. And let's see. No flashbangs out of RaginG. Gonna have to see those very soon. RaginG has also come through with quite a few oil captures for himself. But there's still this little barracks being really annoying for RaginG. We see a Humvee on the scene now. It's going to help a lot. One parked Humvee is all you need. There we go. RaginG now getting flashbangs for himself. And the Rangers moving forward. Trying to find some oils to capture off of TumStep. It's always very lovely, right? When one player has, like, one player each, like one oil each. See what's happening up here. TumStep trying to clear up this attack. And it's just the sheer volume of Rangers is insane. Those can come in for a crush, but this has been taken by RaginG, so that is nice. Supply center reestablished. War factory now going up. RaginG with a whopping 7.4k per minute and is managing to snatch yet another oil derrick. So far, RaginG is doing a good job. Now we're trying to take these middle oils. And the income is rising. Look at that. 8.8k per minute. It's only going to go up because these oils are going to get snatched off of TumStep as well. TumStep going to run out of oil derricks. That's what I said before. You know, the Chinooks almost start to, like, not really matter so much. RaginG is feeling that he's going to lose this oil already, gunning it down, like, while he still owns it. On 9k per minute in a 1 versus 1 match. Good income. Going for risky crushes, but gets it. And gets a nice kill there on the Ranger. Nicely done. But that oil will probably go to TumStep anyway. Search and destroy. That is a very fast search and destroy. Not even entirely sure you need search and destroy. Just get like 10 war factories and spam, right? It's a thing where players kind of go like, well, I have a lot of money, might as well get a strat center, right? There's probably a level of that. But probably sheer volume of Humvees is going to do the trick here, not microing and doing things like that. Because when there's so much money in the match, look at that, double the income, more than double the income for RaginG. 13k per minute there for a second. Just spam away, man. How can you only have 2 war factories? Just go crazy, get 4 war factories. Quite an infantry blob over here. RaginG should just win this match at this point, based on how ahead he is. But he is starting to slow down a little bit. He still has this oil, though. He needs to prevent this from going up. He's not killing these Rangers in time. Just about saved this one. Very nice. We have a push down south here from TumStep. But how can it be that RaginG is not kicking absolute ass right now? He's got an insane income. He's floating 5k. And I get the feeling that he's doing everything apart from building units. He's getting a Burton. He's probably getting all the upgrades. Let's see, does he get... No, not yet. Wait. Yeah, he's got advanced training. He's getting all the upgrades, spending all his money on those things. But all he needs to do is just pump out Humvees and charge. Let's see how much cash he's collected so far. 48k versus 26k. He's literally got 22k extra collected over TumStep. 22. If you were to translate that into just Humvees and nothing else, it would be an instant victory at this point. Very nice camp here from TumStep. But RaginG just not being aggressive at this point. And a bit overwhelmed with having all this money. He's floating. He's not... Like, at this point, I wonder if we're going to see vanilla Auroras or a particle cannon. Like, he's constantly spending his money, but not on the right things. Just get a load of Humvees. See, Humvee going around the back. That is actually an exposed dozer, isn't it? Is that the last dozer as well? I think it might just be. Let's see. No, command center has been constructed. So there's no dozer hunt chance, but... Nice Burton taking out the oil. Very good. Just gonna Burton this as well. The war factory gets it just about. Always very nice. And denying that strat center from going up. RaginG, slowly but surely, has to do something here. He's destroying the oil at the top. That's a good move. He's capturing this oil. That's a good move. What's happening down south here? He's planning to take this, get a feeling. But suddenly, the income per minute has equalized between the players. RaginG is giving his enemy the opportunity to come back into this game. When he should just be spamming volumes of Humvees and units. Spectre gunship takes out an oil here. And this now ready for the taking. Do we see a Ranger en route? Not yet. We definitely should send a Ranger there. See, dozers now going for the side supplies here. We do see a Ranger going down, so that might be going to the corner there. So far, map control, pretty damn good for RaginG. He's got himself in a winning victory position again. His oil's still captured. So TumStep is a little behind on the oils. But the difference is not insanely huge. We do see snipers out. A10 coming in. Single A10 going for a very nice target, actually. Wow! Look at that. Takes out the strat center and the scaffold and the dozer and the power. A single A10. You don't see that very often. TumStep now knows what's up. He knows that RaginG wants to go for the side supplies. But at the same time, we see a big push through the center from RaginG. There we go. This is what you need to do. Sheer volume wins the game. Just attack, attack, attack. Take out everything. And there we go. TumStep GG's. That game came pointlessly close. A few times. RaginG was just ahead all the way. Had an insane amount of money. But was hesitant on spending it and just going for the kill. No, very well done there to RaginG. Gets himself a victory, which I'm sure puts him in a good mood. So let's see the reverse this time. We have RaginG as the super weapon general in the blue. And TumStep as the USA down south. Let's see. RaginG definitely been playing very well. And he's been promoted to expert. And TumStep has been promoted to master, according to GameReplays and their voting system. So these are very top players, very good. But, you know, master's supposed to be expert. But so far, RaginG is in the lead and only needs one more victory. One more victory, and he passes through to the quarterfinals of the World Series. Rangers coming out. Do we see a drop out of TumStep here? Doesn't seem to be the case. The drop of TumStep in the previous match was quite nice, actually. But RaginG just kind of was like, yeah, I'm still going to focus on oil captures. And that definitely helped. So far, we're not seeing... Yeah, we are seeing a drop here. Not sure if that's a bit of a delayed drop. Because, you know, you got to figure out what is the right build order. Like, do I go for Rangers and capture building upgrade? Do I do something else? Do I do something funky? Nice Ranger in the building there from RaginG. Here comes the drop of RaginG. Single missile defender. Slightly unexpected. Got a dozer hiding behind the oil, and there is a Ranger here. Yeah, I know, you wouldn't see him hiding behind the tree from TumStep, so he's got to be careful. TumStep coming in with very fast flashbangs. Dozer gets dropped off in the very corner here. But we're not seeing anything going up. Like, what's RaginG doing? He's just wasting the dozer. He's probably looking elsewhere. That's going to hurt him a little. Pointless loss of a dozer there. Did he sell CC? No, he did not. It's probably a good idea in this situation. Oil captures now coming through for all the players. But TumStep definitely in a better position than the previous match. At roughly the same point in time. TumStep actually going to take both these middle oils as well. He's going to take his home oil in the corner. RaginG's got his. But once those oil captures come in, everyone starts getting rich. Pressure is on. You got to play at double speed, triple speed. Got to make sure that you can get some oils yourself, and the enemy is going to lose them as fast as possible. Very difficult to pull off. Flashbangs come through. And a very interesting play here, but bit of a mismicro here from RaginG. Oh, look at that. That was weird. Look at this. This guy's just completely bugging. Humvee coming out here from TumStep. So far, TumStep is definitely better when it comes to map control. The Humvees for TumStep are, of course, a little cheaper. And RaginG just quits out. RaginG just quits out. He's like, I don't care, man. It's done. And that was a very short match. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to go to the final match of this best of 11. And it is a Nuke mirror on Vendetta. With TumStep as a Nuke General in the purple. And RaginG as a Nuke General in the blue. Question is, who's going to win it? There's a lot of pressure riding on this one match because whoever gets through to the quarterfinals of the World Series is actually going to be a prize winner. They're actually already going to win. I think it was 250 bucks at least. So that's a lot of money. That means pressure is on. RaginG, player from Syria, versus TumStep, player from Ukraine. So far, both players have been giving us really nice matches. But it's all coming down to this. The Nuke mirror on Vendetta. Forward War Factory here from TumStep. Forward War Factory here from RaginG. Though these trucks might be a little exposed compared to TumStep. He can quite easily box this in. Maybe we're going to see that. Supply on the side. TumStep going for a greedy build order. And there we go. Boxing in those little supply trucks there. And we see an airfield going up. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. RaginG is probably going to go for a Helix here instead of going for the third supply. Could work out. And it will be a short match, I can tell you that. But it's going to be risky. Battlemaster here gets not taken out. Tank Hunter at the ready, takes it out. This Battlemaster can now go home and repair. Nice move from TumStep, keeping this guy alive, because he is worth 800 bucks. Bunker established here, very nicely done by RaginG, keeping this section a little safer and keeping these trucks nice and safe as well. Second War Factory going up. Of course, TumStep's going to be on mad income. Already 8.1k per minute. Outpost going along the edges there. So RaginG gets to see quite a bit of what's going on. Battlemaster not proving to be very effective at basically anything there. Kind of wasted units. And the Helix is out. And out come the Tank Hunters from the bunker. Very nice, because it's got a vetted Tank Hunter in there. So that is going to do some extra damage. And I don't think TumStep knows that there's a Lix, but he's probably suspecting something. Going for 2 Gats. Helix loaded up. RaginG has to make it happen right here, right now. He has to attack. He has to make this Lix count. The longer he waits, the more Gat tanks there are going to be from TumStep. TumStep already feeling it. He's probably spotted the Gat Lix. I mean, spotted the Helix by now. RaginG. What's the plan? Established his third supply a little late there. And TumStep has amassed a nice amount of units here. We see the prop center going up as well. See the outpost coming in. Takes a single shot at a dozer. Good map vision here for RaginG. And again, the wasting of the units. I'm not entirely sure why he's wasting so many Battlemasters here. Again, a Battlemaster that dies. No real need. Oh, 2 Battlemasters here from TumStep. Completely out of position. Easy kill for the Helix. Nice. There we go. Those kind of things equalize the XP just a little bit between the players. TumStep did not need to do that. And we see a Nuke silo right away going up. The prop center just got established. Nuke silo coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, that means Nuke MiGs. That is the solution TumStep wants to go with, which will totally work in this situation. 2 Nuke MiGs take out a beautiful Helix like that. Just 2. And no matter what other units get sent, it's very easy to take out everything with Nuke MiGs. It's just how it is. In a Nuke mirror, Nuke MiGs are king and reign supreme. Bit of a miss micro again here from RaginG. He might be getting really nervous here, knowing he has to win this match. And he's got these Lixes, and he's like, what the hell do I do with them? There's so much anti-air. See, Overlord now as well from TumStep. Freshly created. Still has that new tank smell. Soon he's going to get a speaker tower, I'm sure. And these Lixes are just thinking, what can I do? 2 Gat tanks in position here. TumStep, slow and steady as she goes. Does not mess it up. Nuke silo constructed. And TumStep is going to be getting that nuclear MiG upgrade because he's building an airfield as well. And it's going to change everything. How is RaginG going to respond to Nuke MiGs? Is he going to build them himself? Let's see. He's got a prop center. He's actually trying to get the supplies on the left. Although, not a bad idea. If he had gotten those sooner, that could have worked out. because TumStep was sort of forced to stay relatively within the confines of his own base, because if he leaves, the Lixes can come in and deal some damage. So a bit delayed there. Got a nice Helix killing the Lotus there. The only way RaginG can deal with the Nuke MiGs is with general powers, and he is only level 1. He is very far removed. RaginG needs to find a way to get kills in. That's just it. He's got some overlords here. There we go. Tactical Nuke MiG upgrade ready for TumStep. RaginG probably beginning to sweat right about now, because he knows he can do absolutely nothing against the Nuke MiGs. See Nuke Cannon as well. Gonna get taken out by the Lix. Nice spot here, but going very close to the anti-air. Helix does survive though. Half health on the speaker tower Helix, and we see the Nuke MiGs coming in strong, going for the army here of RaginG and takes it all out. Look at that. Actually, Battlemaster's just about survived. Overlord still got some health. He's okay. But ECM and stuff like that gets taken out easily and quickly. Nice Lotus coming in to disable. Excellent move here by RaginG. That's what he needs. He needs to make sure there are no Nuke MiGs. We have a new airfield established here by TumStep. RaginG still level 1. Still without any real concrete plan on how to get a victory here. New Nuke MiG established, and only one is really needed to already deal a lot of damage to an army. No MiG armor yet. Will be nice to see from Mr. TumStep. Nuke Cannon starts to fire at the oil derrick. Will take it out over time. But here we go. Nuke MiG coming in. And takes out the Nuke Cannon. The Nuke Cannon is 1,600. Nuke MiG is 1,400. So there you go. It's still a good thing for TumStep. And he's kept that oil alive just a little longer, I think. Pressure is definitely mounting for RaginG. We see a nice outpost here as well, in case there's going to be a Lotus from RaginG. Good amount of units here. I'm not seeing a speaker tower upgrade on the Overlord. A bit surprising. Would definitely be a good move. And it's just going to be hard to push here for RaginG because of those Nuke MiGs. Bit of a risky move sending in those Lixes, but he's going to make it work. And that's a free Nuke MiG kill. The Gat tank does die to the radiation there. Almost survived. But the pressure is mounting. RaginG getting his own Nuke MiG. It's what he needs. And from this point onward, RaginG, who's so behind in XP, needs to get some really, really good kills a number of times in a row while not losing anything himself. This army here, for example, if he could strike it without losing any Nuke MiGs himself, that would be absolutely crucial. Let's see, Nuke MiG comes in and it gets taken out. Only one ECM goes down, and here we go, the big attack from Mr. TumStep. Everything goes flying. Look at that strike, man. Completely disorienting this army. Only 2 Overlords remaining. Yes, we have some units here. RaginG somehow actually managing to defend. But here comes a Carpet Bomber. Does it get intercepted? No, he's not going for the Carpet Bomber. A bit of a mistake from RaginG. He could have used the Helix. And that is an airfield destroyed. Supplies destroyed. RaginG, level 3. TumStep, level 4. Still got 1 general point he can spend. Beautiful attack there from TumStep. Question is, what's going to happen? Carpet Bomb coming in on the War Factory. RT on the airfield. Takes out everything with that Carpet Bomb. Very nicely done. Supply gets taken out with the RT of TumStep. Very painful here for Mr. RaginG. Supply established on the left-hand side for TumStep. Can RaginG do it? Can he catch up? So many Nuke MiGs out from TumStep. What is he honestly going to do here? Lotus gets denied. RaginG only has a few Lixes, and it only takes 2 Nuke MiGs to take this out. Nuke mix coming in. Choosing not to go for the target. Found something else. And going for the Overlord, taking it out. Gat tank taking some damage as well. Mr. RaginG, what do you still have left? You've got your 2 elixers, but they're on borrowed time. Nuke silo ready to fire. For Mr. TumStep. Let's see it happening. Is it going to be the airfield? Of course it is. Nice hit, taking out the airfield, dozer, and the supply center. New airfield to be constructed here by RaginG, but will he manage in time? He's got a single nuke mig. There are 2 gat tanks here, spread out. And it gets gunned down as well by a nice gat. What does RaginG still have? Wow! Look at that force fire. Taking out a war factory and a barracks with all those nuke migs. Not something you see very often. Not something most people know. You don't know how many nuke migs you need to kill a war factory. But TumStep, he knows. And very effective, that little strike. He lost some nuke migs, but because he's so ahead, he can afford it. TumStep 6.4, no, 5.8k per minute. 4k per minute for RaginG. It's looking like a very dire situation here for RaginG. Can he do anything to come back in this? He's got 1 nuke mig here that just about survived. The gat tanks are approaching. The Lixes are still alive as well for some reason. Migs flying into the corner. Take out the bunker Lix, the most important one. Power gets destroyed by a new carpet bomber. Here comes a carpet bomber from RaginG, and TumStep dodges it and then takes out the other Lix. Amazing play here. TumStep paying attention and getting himself that cool and steady victory here, allowing him to go to the quarterfinals of the World Series. It is RaginG, aka Shay, who's gotten eliminated here. And it was TumStep who was just 1 step ahead every single time. Getting those nuke migs, securing the deal, securing the win. Very well played. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the set. I loved it. It was really good. Lots of great games, lots of great plays from both players. If you did enjoy it, then do give a like. It's always appreciated. You know, it even says like and subscribe. Like, I don't know how that happened with a replay. Very, very bizarre. Weird things happen sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, if you enjoyed it, yeah, then also do let me know. Say, Leggy, I want you to cast more World Series stuff because, you know, that's good feedback, right? And who knows, maybe I'll do more casting as a result. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Legionnaire signing off. Goodbye, guys. See ya.